Whoa, apparently I have the tinfoil hat thing on. We're not doing a tinfoil hat today. Let's go back to the kitty cam for a second. Let me fix that. I messed myself up by using my tinfoil hat intro on my channel last week. I have a specific transition for that, but hey, here we are. What? Stop! Oh, okay, never mind. It's working right. Just the preview shut up weird. Well, greetings, everybody. Greetings and greetings and greetings again. You know what I didn't do yet? I did not get the banner belt. I forgot to get the banner belt. Oh, well. Yeah, my apologies if you were waiting for 9:30 and then 9:15 and then now we're starting early. But, yeah, I wasn't sure I'd make it back in time to start at 9 o'clock. End up that I did, but I did want to get... some time to read the articles and stuff as well. What is this called? Okay, there we are. I think I picked out a good title. Now I just need to come over here. Do some stuff on my title, and then we'll go ahead and transition over. So welcome to a live stream. Welcome to a live stream. I'm usually slightly more organized. I just happen to have the day from hell. I've accomplished nothing so far. And that's about it. And just kind of made it back. It's one of those weeks. Mostly days. All right. There we are. Now we have a title. Facebook is sniffing the bank records. Oh, bummer. You know what? There's something else I didn't do. Maybe we weren't ready to start at 9 o'clock or 9:15 even, for that matter. I need to get the chat window aligned right. Jeesh. Whatever. Here, guys, look at a cute kitty for a little bit. I got to get this stuff running. Welcome. I hope you guys had a better day than I did. Been a little crazy. And let's see, gotta boom that, inspector style sheet, paste that in, close, and let me make sure my comments are in the right spot. No, don't transition. That's not what I said to do. Well, I did. I didn't mean to do that. There we are. There's comments. And let's go ahead and move comments over here. Oh, would you stop snapping? Oh, snap. It snapped. There we are. Woo! Greetings. We made it. We made it. We made it. Boy, I'm supposed to be the organized one with live streaming. Whatever happened? Greetings. Mr. Raphael does not like Facebook. He's angry with Fin Thumbs Down. Hello, Frost Ranger of the Frozen Realms and Noah's videos. Apparently you had to delete your channel. Why'd you do that? Antic Designs. Hello there, Mr. GFY. How's it going there? Sam Bruckman, how are you? And the Snazzy Butterfly. Greetings. Daniel, how's it going there? Hello. And Sam, first time on the live stream. Well, everybody say hello to Sam. Greetings, Sam. Just not a whole lot of rules over here. Just keep it family friendly on my live streams, and I have moderators that will delete your comments if they're not. So, you know. Cute Pony, how's it going there? And the Red Hut, hello there. Keegan, greetings. What scared you when I did this? If you build it, they will come. Yeah, that's creepy. Libre Secure, how's it going there? Mike Washburn, hello. Yes, Kitty was waiting for the start of the show. Hoisteen, hello. Cute Pony, you are not late. No, the kitty is doing okay. I'm trying to get him on that last bit of no fleage. He's got a couple still floating back and forth. I'm doing more spot treatments and stuff, and fortunately it's becoming mid to late August, so the flea population will stop dying down. You know what? I need to drop my mic. I actually had somebody say the sound volume has not been good lately for some reason. I think it's because the mic was jammed up too high. I was pretty much redlining. I'm still redlining according to the mic. I don't know why that is. Check, check, check. Pop, pop. Jeesh. I don't know what it is. Pop, pop. I don't know what it is, but something in the mic is just... Something goofy happened in my sound settings, apparently. Let me have a look at my input system. Samson Meteor mic. Let me drop the input level down like that. Drop this. All right, check, check, check. Check, check, check. Hey, I'm not redlining the mic anymore. That's good. Let me drop it ever so slightly. Check, check, pop, pop. All right. I forgot to do that earlier. But yeah, a couple. I had noticed it, and then I did the one video where the sound was so bad I actually had to post-process it, and it sounded post-processed. And then, you know, a couple of the other live streams hasn't sounded as good. So apparently I just need to make some mic adjustments. So how's that? How's the audio? Audio good now? Yes, Pizza, it said 6:30 today. I was not sure I'd make it in time for a 9 o'clock. So I put 9:30 just to be safe. Facebank. There you go. Databook. What is Facebook not looking at recording? Nothing. I don't know. Way to go. You done messed up again. I know. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Yeah, you. Mr. Jeff Weiss says hello. All right. My classes are over now. All right. Don't give yourself a hard time. We all make mistakes. Yep. Tip: always set up stuff before stream starts. Just saying. Yep, indeed. Pumping your rusty septic tank. Greetings, Earthling. Kumar, how's it going there? Is it Prekish? How are you? Greetings, Saddle Ridge. How are you? And greetings from Jamaica. Hello, Jamaica. Gary, how are you doing? Toss is also live. All right. Well, we'll have some competition, me and Toss. All right. Bud, how's it going there? Is Arch5 script safe to use? I don't use Arch, so I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Nothing is safe or sacred, people. Run and hide. Wrap a sock around it and make your voice richer. A clean one, by the way. Oh, man, you don't want a stinky, nasty sock up here? When it's like maybe even green from mold and stuff growing all over it. It would smell awesome and be up here like, woo! Have a hard time breathing in deep. Yeah, it's been a crazy day. It's been a little crazy week. It's been a very, very crazy day, and really the only redeeming thing is I did actually end up getting some good videos up on the other channel, and I found another big adult pregnant flea on the cat. Like right in the area that has been treated so much recently with anti-flea. I don't know. Alright, got him. Kitty, you're getting sprayed down again. I know you got it yesterday, but you're getting sprayed down again. Discord is selling games, kind of like Steam. Yeah, I saw that. All right. Well, we'll have two topics today. I found like there's one security article I'll just mention real quick. If you have a D-Link router, look for any firmware updates. There is a new hack. It seems to be more of an international, but there's a new hack with some of the D-Link routers where the hackers can get in there and change your DNS settings, and then they reroute certain websites like banks to their own server. And it'll look exactly like you're at the right place in the URL, but it goes to their phishing banking site and gives you access to all your information instead. So that is kind of that. Is it buffering or just you? It probably is just you. I'm recording full green stream. I'm uploading 5 megabyte per second right now with 0 problems. Facebook is sniffing my bank account. They won't smell anything because it's empty. Yep. Actually, some of the OpenRT ones were some of the vulnerable ones too. So if you have a D-Link, look into it. That's pretty much the only thing worthy to talk about security with that I found. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into the privacy part of our news. Really? I keep on forgetting about my, I keep on forgetting that my banners are a little bit different now. You know what we're going to do? Alright. Banner. Give me a second. I just need to add a new banner. add an image and title, and good enough. That will work. All right, so the first article is the Pentagon is restricting the use of fitness trackers and other devices. No kidding. This is the same way I don't use fitness trackers or other devices like that, and I encourage people not to do it. So, of course, we talked about this first back in January when this first came out. So there was the case where all these fitness trackers were highlighting where highly sensitive and secure military locations were, because all these guys had Fitbits running around. Yeah, keep tracking my exercise. Yeah. And well, you know, that data is really not that secure. And so it was basically highlighting where these bases were. And so the Pentagon comes out and issued an immediate memo saying that if you are in any highly secure area, mostly like Middle East bases, they're not allowed to wear anything like that, or if they have to wear it or use it, they cannot use anything with location services. So the new restrictions include GPS functions on fitness trackers, phones, tablets, smartwatches, and other applications. See, here's that privacy thing. If the Pentagon comes down and is like, hey guys, don't do this because it's exposing our locations to the enemies, maybe, just maybe, it could be exposing our individual society person's location to our enemies, which would be the corporate hacks wanting to separate us from our money and all of the other fun stuff. Privacy is this big thing where we have to take active steps. Can we be 100%? No. But the best that we can do is getting in there and working as hard as we can, and that's kind of the approach that we should be taking. So keep that in mind. A little bit of Verizon news. We have a few different Verizon articles today, at least two. So now if you are on any one of Verizon's unlimited plans, you can now get Apple Music free for 6 months. So they're launching this, Apple and Verizon are launching this exclusive deal where basically they're becoming partners. Now, why is this in privacy? Well, it's in privacy because you may not want to do business with a company like maybe Apple or maybe Verizon. But the problem is that if you can end up doing business with some other company and then inadvertently, because of their backdoor deals, you're sharing data with companies you would not want your data shared with. And so the biggest example for me on this is AT&T and DirecTV. DirecTV is a scummy company. I want nothing to do with them. And that's really the only thing one of the only things that keeps me from just abandoning my current cell phone provider and going with AT&T, because I don't want them to share data with DirecTV. I don't want to jump in there and get a free Netflix subscription, because all that's happening is I jump over to these companies. They're all just in their backdoor deals, just carte blanche sharing our information back and forth. And basically there's just this free flow of information. Once any one group has any data about you, it just merges onto everything else. I cannot stand this. And so for Verizon is the latest one. Anyone on Verizon Unlimited plans now has access. Now, if you really like Apple Music and you like Verizon and you've been thinking about it, hey, have at it. It's an option for you. But these are those types of things that they push on you. They are basically, it's just a way for these big companies to share data back and forth with one another, and that's kind of the issue here. So be aware of that. Of course, you know, free software, open source software, it's all good except when it's not. This is an open source tool called SocialMapper. This is a system that is designed to, oops, apparently I hit a button. This is designed to go in without an API and scrub social media accounts for any individual person. So it is a tool that you can basically feed into it images and names, and it will scrub all of the different profiles: LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, Vconte, I've never heard of that, Weibo, Dubin. And what it's going to do is it's going to you feed in the information, it's going to go in. And this is not an API that you need to register the application with the social media platform. It literally does the queries individually, which means it takes a long time. They said if it would take up to about 15 hours to feed information, to find information on 1,000 different people. But, you know, feed that information into a botnet. Yeah, I can find information on 1,000 people in about 1,000 seconds or less. Maybe even a couple seconds. And so this is a dangerous tool. It doesn't use the APIs. It does all basic search functions. It's just like somebody going in there and manually doing the searches. So just because it's open source software doesn't necessarily mean it's absolutely good software. And this is a case where people can take this implementation, they can put it into anything. They could put it into a botnet. They could put it into a virus of any variety of things that are problematic for us. They can do that kind of stuff. And then when they do that kind of stuff, you know, this kind of becomes a way that you can hunt down people all over different things. It uses facial recognition and name searches, and chances are, because it's on a site like GitHub, is it's going to spread on more and more and more. Functionality is going to keep being added. This is a bad thing to release into the world, but here it is. Stay off social media. There's kind of a shocker. All right, and then we have there was a report coming out about the FCC. Of course, there is Asia shut your pie hole of the FCC. Of course, he came back with all the voter comments and all this. We were DDoS, blah 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 blah, and all sorts of people like give us data. It's like rah, 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 you know, all this other crap. Well, Department of Justice started investigating this, and the final report is out, and it says, no, there was nothing. This is just a bad system, poorly implemented, that crashed. Duh, that's what we've been saying, Mr. Moron. Now, of course, lacking the wisdom of Solomon, the Department of Justice declines to prosecute or anything like that. It's like, guys, you just caught a moron who is a shill for the ISP, who is dangerous for our individual people. You just caught this moron in the middle of a lie. He's one of the head groups. He's a head person. This guy needs prosecuted. Strip him of his position, throw him in jail, maybe forget about the case for about 6 to 8 months, maybe 6 to 8 years. He is utilizing his job to the destruction of the American people to benefit his corporate shills. Prosecute the guy, kick him out of office, revert everything he's done, and put the power back in the people in the FCC. Lord, what else do we need to do? We caught the moron in lies. Of course, what did Asia Pie do? Well, it's called passing the buck. Passes the buck on down. He passes the buck on down. It's the Obama administration stuff. Yeah, Obama did it all. Obama did it all. Well, just wait a couple years, Trump will do it all. You know, I'm equal opportunity offender. I think all of those parties should be abolished, and we should stop pointing to individual people, whether that be Trump or Obama, for the problems of our country, when it's very easy to see what it is. It's corporatocracy. It's the fact that the companies are buying the politicians and passing the laws that they want, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. Well, what's Facebook up to? Well, apparently what Facebook wanted to do here is they want to get financial data from all of America's largest banks. So they reached out to all these different banks. Now, according to Facebook, the purpose here is to produce a system that basically is a one-place integration of Facebook Messenger, so you could check the balance of your accounts through Facebook Messenger. Maybe you could send money to your friend through Facebook Messenger. Any variety of things. There. But at the same time, what they're basically saying is, hey, we want to join a partnership where you give us some information and we'll give you some information. Because I got news for you. If the bank can tell you your balance through Facebook Messenger, that means that Facebook now has information about your bank balance. So, yeah, their PI guys were lying again. I know that because their lips started to move and words started coming out of their mouth. And they're coming in and defending this thing, saying, oh, no, this is nothing. We're not collecting banking data. We're just causing a partnership so that we can share information and you can check your balances and other bank transactions on Facebook Messenger. Well, moron, that means you're collecting our data, and we know that you're Facebook, you're storing that data, and you're using that data against us. But we're not going to share it with any third parties, and we won't sell it for advertising. We'll just keep it and hoard it all for ourselves, so our internal morons can get out there and do nefarious things with it. Facebook clarified. They're like, oh, we're not asking financial data. We're just partnering with banks. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. We're just partnering with banks here, guys. Yep. They're pushing back against report. Of course, the original article was in Wall Street Journal, which I can't show you because, yeah, Wall Street Journal shot themselves in the foot by paywalling. Yo, what do you think, Wall Street Journal? Yeah, if I can't view your articles without paying for it, I guess I just won't view your articles. I'll just read Ars Technica's summary of your article. Sounds good to me. All right, social media giant has reportedly had talks with JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, and U.S. Bancorp to discuss proposed features. By the way, did you know there is a Bank of America app pre-installed on Verizon phones with Samsung? Interesting. Why? What, does the whole world have a Bank of America app? I don't know then. But anyway, let's see. To discuss proposed features including fraud alerts and checking account balances via Messenger. Elizabeth Diana, a Facebook spokeswoman, told Wall Street Journal reported that Facebook had asked banks to, quote, share the detailed financial information about their customers, including credit card transactions and checking account balances, isn't quite right. Quote, like many online companies with commerce businesses, we partner with banks and credit card companies to offer services like customer chat and account management, she said. Account linking, enabling people to receive real-time updates in Facebook Messenger where people can keep track of their transaction data like bank accounts, receipts, shipping, and updates. The idea is that messaging with the bank can be better than waiting on hold over the phone, and it's completely opt-in. We're not using this information beyond enabling these experiences. We're not advertising anything else. All right, let's go ahead and analyze this liar's lip movements and word spewing, shall we? Let's go ahead and analyze these. All right. Let's see. We partner with banks and credit cards to offer customer services. Okay. So up here she says, this isn't quite right. We're not asking for transaction data, okay? But look at down here. Account linking enables people to receive real-time updates in Facebook Messenger where people can keep track of their transaction data like account balances, receipts, and shipping updates. Well, it very much sounds like you're utilizing card transaction data to me. Do I look like a moron? I don't think I look like a moron. If I do this, I might look like a moron. But I don't walk around like this in a regular state of mind. I'm not walking around like a moron all the time. Okay? We're not collecting any information. We're just enabling you to link your account so you can receive real transaction data like account balances, receipts, and shipping updates. How is that different from data? It's really not. We're just calling it by a different euphemism, so it doesn't sound quite as bad. Keep going, Facebook. Keep going. She further explained that the chat's already live with PayPal, Citi in Singapore, and American Express in the United States. Well, there's 3 companies I don't really want to communicate with them and Facebook simultaneously. Keep that in mind, folks. We're not storing up financial data, she added. I bet you are. How long is it going to be before some hack comes through and it turns out that, yes, indeed, Facebook did actually have financial data, and maybe even that became a demographic you could sell ads to? Yeah, you know, that's kind of thing. Facebook CEO Dave, is it Weiner? I don't know, Weiner, whatever. Said last month, we're also giving people who use our services more choices around data privacy. No, you're not. Oh, Lord. Well, guys, what do you think about all that? I think Kitty wants to come back up. You got scared by the fire, didn't you? You got scared by the fire, huh? Yeah, you got scared by the fire. Fire's done, buddy. Fire's done. For now. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Alrighty. Check on in on the comments. This might be a short news program. I don't know. 10 reasons why not to use Facebook. 1, just delete it. Done. You're safe. Yep. How am I and CJ? Thomas, good to meet you. Or good to see you again. I am doing well.
I am doing well. My sister's being crazy, though.
Yep. TJ's alright. She's sometimes nutty. I don't know. Alright. Paying off my credit cards. Don't have much to go, so I'm basically living paycheck to paycheck. Very good, Snazzy Butterfly. Very good indeed. Good thing I don't bank, but you will. Facebook is sniffing my bank account? That's a lie. I don't have a bank account. Oh, but as soon as you have one, they'll have it. Never get a credit card. Correct. Sam does not have a Facebook. Good. I just don't use Facebook if you own a bank account. Yep, there you go. Alright, doing a Solus install as we speak. Updating it now. Fingers crossed. Alright, just update from the terminal and you should be safe. Some people have said the GUI doesn't crash on the system. Every time I've done Solus on my system, though, updating in the GUI gets crashed. So there's actually more updates waiting now. I'm a little scared to update it. In the Model East? Middle East, yeah. Lots of new people on here tonight. Yes, greetings, everybody new. Greetings, greetings. You think the military would have their own software and apps? You'd think, but you'd probably be wrong. Yahoo Email also sniffs for banking info. So it gets a fat, I guess. Yep. Never had a problem updating Solus to the GUI interface. I had one issue when I installed NVIDIA drivers before updating. Hello, Anarita. Greetings. Updating from, I guess, terminal, just to be safe. Okay. Agree, Tom. Make sure your data is secure and there's not backdoors. Yep. Alright, just got home. Alright, Apple Music with Verizon. What if you have an Android phone? I don't know. Can you use... I don't know. Can you use Apple Music on an Android? I don't know. No idea. Oh, it is on Android. Okay. I don't use that crap. I don't know. Okay, I've witnessed my bank giving out info to a third party which breaks the Data Protection Act, whatever that's worth. Yep. Yep. How many college likes to share my information with Microsoft? About as many as high schools. A lot. What if Apple owned Android and Linux? I've witnessed my bank account giving up. Hey, my health insurance states it will share my info with third parties. Yep. Even though I use no MS products whatsoever. Yep. That is what is offered here. Okay. Fun Apple. Sounds like they're scraping the barrel. DirecTV is owned by AT&T. I believe that is the case. All right. SocialMapper, the best way to creep on your ex on the down low. Yep, pretty much. I refuse to do business with Verizon due to their involvement in repealing net neutrality. I think it's basically Spybot for your boss. Yep. What do you want to bet it starts selling to people who want cyber stock, anyone? Would the Spybot be illegal? I don't think so, because it basically accesses public pages. So I think the thing's legal. It's just nefarious. Need some water up here. Need some water. Need some water. 20 years, Google Soft will run the world. Yes. Yes. Fire! Fire! Call fire! FCC won't let me be. Let me be. My phone is too hot because of the fire. Check behind me for the fire. Yeah. I started the car fire. No, I didn't. Haven't been to California in a while. Need a 6-party system here in the States. Yeah, we probably do. Facebook employee behind me. Who, the eye? I don't know. What is a car fire? There's a big fire in Carr, California. Hello, James Miller. Greetings. Time goes on fire. The more I appreciate and love the headphones. You think of it, companies have a lot of power, but they can't do anything out of the system, nor in the countries based in your area. Burnt down your grandparents. Yeah, I hope they're doing all right. Perspective. What if it were Fox Corp? Anyone stupid enough to get bank information over Facebook deserves what happens. Well, I mean, it'll start as an optional opt-in, and then it'll turn into an opt-out, and then it'll just turn into a, man, screw you, you're connected. That's why I use prepay Visa, no bank info. There you go. Time to stuff your money under the mattress again. Well, I don't have enough money, even have money. If you don't have it, they can't take it. Yep. That's the case. Hold on. Found another one. Dude, I sprayed down this cat yesterday, I think. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I'm already feeling big fleas on him again. Sold 2 shirts today. Very cool. Pizza. Pizza, pizza. I'm going to the bank and withdrawing all my money. There you go. Time there was never such a thing as monies. Yeah, okay. So what Linux OS is everyone running tonight? I'm on Linux Mint Cinnamon right over here, and I got Solus running just to my right. Kitty, don't lean on the keyboard. Just finished Solus update. Everything went well. All right, KDE Neon, but thinking about moving towards Solus. Love the Budgie desktop. Yeah, I put Budgie on Linux Mint. It's awesome. Awesome on Linux Mint. Beautiful thing. Sean's, that's why I wanted to delete my Facebook. Just go for it, man. Just go for it. Accounting and finance student. Very good, Sam. Very good. So you buy lots of shoes. Here's I have some ad for shoes. Wow, we're gonna make more than ever on that data. Yep. It's Mastodon or Dispara. Money is literally better off under your bed. CJ, if your sister's nuts, just wait until you meet your girl. Your sister would be your BFF.
My girl? Where's my digital girl? Where's my digital girl, Anna Rita? Get me my digital girl.
Okay. Lock down my Bank of USA account. Trying best to delete Facebook. No success. Just push the delete button. Keep your money in a hole and fill it with cement and then build a house on top. Have any suggestions for the AMD integrated graphics drivers of APU for Debian? Because I can't find the drivers. APU on AMD, yes. There is. Let me see if I can find it real quick. You need to enable the non-free. You need to enable the non-free drivers and then just run a terminal command. Which one is it? Here's one list you can look at. This is just a variety of Debian drivers for AMD. I apologize. I'm not sure that was Debian. I forgot to include Debian in my system. That first link may not be correct. All right, here it is. Second link is correct. That's what you need to do, and that should get AMD APUs working for Debian. No Facebook and no bank account. Problem solved. There you go. Greetings, Daniel. How's it going there? It's a mean question, but I'm afraid I might get banned. Pay for all my credit cards and going all cash and closing the credit card accounts. That is a good thing to do. Big money by going into China. They'll find out. Yep. We're going to talk about that by the end of the stream here. Can I ask it? I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to ask. So, use your better judgment. If it's not like crazy inappropriate, go for it. Trap's gay. I don't get it. Are those hemostats you're using? Yes. Hemostats are the very best thing to, well, I'm getting fleas. Hemostats seem to be the very best thing to use to get fleas off of cats. Because you can sometimes have a hard time getting in to get the flea out, but you can kill it and then dig out its dead body. I'm going to remove the first one because I'm pretty sure it's wrong, but the second one should be correct. All right. All right. Well, there we are. We have got up to the comments there. Let me close out those. Wow, I only have a couple articles left. All right. Let's go ahead, and I do actually need to change my business banner, though. Let me go ahead and do this. Add existing image, title, okay. Kill title business, yes. All right, on to business news. You guys across the pond over in the UK, you may have noticed that all ISPs, their speeds have dropped 41%. Because the UK now requires accurate advertising. What do you mean? The ISPs were lying? Of course they were lying. So basically, new rules came into effect in the UK, and is called the Truth in Advertising Rule, and it basically says that, hey, you ISPs, you can't be sitting there going, we have speeds up to 100 bajillion megabit per second, and then only like deliver 3. So you actually had to advertise the real amounts your network could get, real amounts, as demonstrated by a third-party source. And so as soon as this rule came up, pretty much all of the top ISPs, their speed ratings went down 41%. Shocking! Force them to tell the truth, and it's amazing how much we figured out they were lying. Only one of the top 12 ISPs raised listed speed after new. Okay, so pretty much this article is fairly self-explanatory. If your ISP does not truly and legitimately get the speeds you're talking about the majority of the time, that would be a big violation, would come with some type of fine. But pretty much as soon as this came out, the big companies all saying, oh boy, we got to start telling the truth. Oh, this sucks. But at least all of them had to start telling the truth simultaneously. Now, this is kind of funny. I didn't include it in the news, but AsiaPi came out with another report. It's like, yeah, 25 Mbps internet's broadband is good enough. And I agree. Okay, let's stand still and let's go, okay, let's all agree with Mr. AsiaPi. Okay, 25 Mbps, good. That's a starting thing. Maybe we don't need much more than that. I mean, I think we can deal with that. I mean, you can stream 4K, or not 4K as much. You can definitely stream a couple of HDs if you get that. Now, Mr. Asia, shut your pie hole. Can we please go ahead and get 25 Mbps, at least 3 or 4 service providers in every major jurisdiction, and maybe 1 or 2 at least out in the backwoods boonies across this country? Sure, I'm okay. Let's start with 25 Mbps. Now let's have some competition, because I have exactly one ISP in the 4th largest city in my entire state. I have exactly one that can get me more than 25 Mbps. I have exactly one that can get me more than 5 Mbps. Maybe we need some competition. Let's stop worrying about the numbers. 25 is good. I'm happy with 25. Stick with it. Now let's get some competition in here so that I'm not paying $100 a month is what I'm paying now for my internet. It's ridiculous. I can't pay less. Can't do it. Because I can't do anything with that. Oh, that's exciting. Verizon lied. Not only did the ISPs in UK, they were lying, but Verizon also lied about the 4G coverage. This is interesting to me because I remember we actually took a trip, took a cross-country trip, 4 people, and in a hilarious serendipity, all 4 of us each had a different line from the top 4 carriers. We had a Verizon, we had an AT&T, we had a Sprint, we had a T-Mobile. Wouldn't you know it that Verizon gets the best internet coverage pretty much everywhere? I went to Grand Canyon with 4G. Top of mountains, in the middle of deserts. Their mapping was good, but apparently they lied about the map. So the reason this is a big deal is that if they said they had service in certain locations, but they did not actually have good 4G service in those locations, then there's a $4.5 billion pot that the FCC could distribute money to individual companies who were looking to expand the 4G networks into a variety of different areas. And so with Verizon lying about having all this coverage in all these areas, basically meant that Verizon got the money instead of other ISPs that would do it, and they just kind of ran to the bank with it and gave their 3 top guys some corporate bonuses. Shocking, isn't that shocking? But basically, they're coming in and saying, let's see, the Verizon should not be allowed to abuse the FCC challenge process by filing a sham coverage map as a means of interfering with the ability of rural carriers. See, I have a very simple solution to this. Okay, let's take all of the money that the government gave Verizon at all in the last 5 years. Let's say 5 years. Let's triple that, and they have to give that much back. Let's do it. See, one of the things that we're really missing in this country is we have a legal system that only takes this amount to this amount. It does not take into account the intentional lying. It does not take into account intentionally doing things wrong. And the reason this makes a difference is the way our system is set up. A big corporation, which has all of these assets to loophole, hide things, and all sorts of other stuff, is that they can do illegal, unscrupulous things. And if they are ever caught, the amount of money that comes in the fine generally comes in less than 10% of the money that they made illegally. So we need to make it not profitable for companies to break the law. That's the only way we're going to get a balanced system again. And so that's, I think, what we need to do. Okay, you submitted these illegal maps. All right, everything that we've given you, you need to triple it and give it back to us so we can distribute it to people who will actually do what we ask them to do, that being expand broadband internet in various locations. So that's kind of that. And so, yeah, wouldn't you know it? ISPs, mobile carriers lie. This is an interesting one. We all know we should vote, right? I mean, how much should we vote? Wouldn't it be cool if we could get, 60% voter turnout? 60% voter turnout, which sounds good. Well, in Georgia, they have this funny thing happened. They had a 243% turnout in a couple of their jurisdictions. %243%. So they had, at the start of the election day, 276 registered voters, just ahead of the state primaries. That day, 670 ballots were cast. On Tuesday morning, early in the morning, the number of registered voters jumped to 3,704 registered voters to fudge the numbers to be like closer to 18%. Well, the state's coming down with their own account of all this. So all this is going on with, they had this. They also are using the voting machines that have been demonstrated a couple years ago to be very easily hackable. These are voter records that have no paper printouts to verify anything. These are completely online, completely digital, with no paper backup or validation. In other words, a hacker just can kind of make happen whatever they want to happen with them. So in light of all of this, there was a lawsuit filed addressing this issue, but the state comes back. In the statement, a statement from the Office of Georgia's Secretary of State, Brian Kemp, defending the security of state elections. Quote, alongside federal, local, and private sector partners, we continue to fight every day to ensure secure and accurate elections in Georgia that are free from interference. To this day, due to the vigilance, dedication, and hard work of those partners, our election system and voting equipment remain secure. Yeah, which is precisely why we had 243% voter turnout. I mean, I understand there was 100% voter turnout, and when Mitt Romney was running, there was a voting jurisdiction in Utah that 100% went to Mitt Romney. Yeah, there were 7 voters in the district. They all voted, and that's a Mormon district. Yeah, no kidding. They probably all carpooled to the polling place. All right. We're submitting only small samples from scores of known system malfunctions and irregularities, but those examples should raise alarms with officials, political parties, candidates, and voters. Something is terribly wrong at a systemic level, and it is not being taken seriously by Secretary Kemp or the state county's election boards charged with conducting secure elections. Way to go, Georgia. Way to go. Maybe we should all just go back to paper ballots again. I mean, that's probably the best way to go. Paper ballots, let's go ahead and have ID cards. And no one not born here or entered here legally should be allowed to vote. There's a thought. I know, that's asking a whole lot, but it is. It is. Of course, let's talk a little bit about Google's efforts to develop a censored search engine for China. Here's the scary part. Once they figure out how to make a censored search engine for China, how easy it's for them to be to develop a censored search engine for the rest of us, and would we know about it? Would we know about it? Indeed. Would we know about it? Indeed. All right. So basically what's going on here is Google actually owns this website, 256.com, which is a Chinese language web directory service. Google purchased this 2008, and it pretty much operates as a subsidiary. So basically what they're doing now is they're utilizing search functions, and then they're cross-referencing these with search terms, websites, and blacklists that are against the law in the individual country, so that they can now basically filter out and sort out what is an appropriate search result and what is not. So here is a company that started with their slogan of "Do Nothing Evil," and now they have turned into a company that do nothing that doesn't make us profit. They're trying to figure out how to support a communist regime which suppresses its people and free speech. Also, they can get in there and start doing some work again. This is kind of frightening. This is kind of frightening stuff. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. All right. All right, how many people have you converted over and help install Linux? What was their reaction first use Linux? You know, I probably convert more people over the internet, so I really don't know. As far as up close people that I know a few people that every now and again dabble with it. I do have one friend that uses it, really likes it, really enjoying the system, learning how to save files and write documents and things that's not connected to a Google account, which is really nice. And there's a bunch of other people that are talking about it in those early stages, but I can't give you solid numbers. I converted Hoisteen, which I didn't even know until right now. Very cool. Well, welcome. Welcome to the Linux world, Hoisteen. Easy to swap over. I did have some sound issues, but that's it. 100 megabyte per second charter in Southern Oregon. BT Wi-Fi went out for 2 weeks before. Truth always gets out and found out, so ISP, your lies will be out just like your dirty laundry. Yeah, but so what? I mean, there's a monopoly. So what, you know? If I were to use the description of erasable Mountie Bank when describing a person, I could be banned. Could I be banned for a time? I don't know. Most ISPs are monopolies, so what does it matter? Usually go to the internet. You only have one option. Yep. Have the speed and reliability problems are down to the cheap crap routers they insist on shipping with their services in the UK. That's probably the case. Can you drown the fleas without drowning the cat? Not really, because what will happen is the fleas will go up onto his head and you can't dunk the kitty's head under the water. And so they'll basically have a big old island on his head. You know what I could do, though? I could do that, get him out there, and then spray his face down with the flea killer. I could probably do that. Greetings, LJ. How's it going there? $69 a month for 100 Mbps in Oregon. Lucky. Guys in Europe, pay $12 US for better internet. Yep. $89 for 200 Mbps in San Antonio. 10 megabyte per second for $50 in a rural area. But memes are soon to be illegal overseas. What is a network switch? A network switch is a port that allows you to switch to a variety of, basically allows you to run one internet line in, and then it's going to divert traffic to all the other devices. So I run my router is gigabit router with 3 ports out, and then I run that into a 1 gigabit 8-port switch. So I can basically have a total of 7 plus 2, 7, 8, 9 things on my network. In addition to my old router is a wireless access point, so I can hook up an extra 3 things out there. So, but that's only a 10100 though. Conspiracy, illegals voting, conspiracy, ballot stuffing. I vote, but does not seem to do any good. Yep. Dead people and dogs were voting. Yep. Need some 1776 in our lives. Yes, we do. And welcome to Andy Danko. Read 2 books and some of the Bible. All right. We have voting machines in New Jersey. I wish they did not do it, but what better way to stuff the ballots? Yep. Das Geek lives in Georgia. All right. Curious to know what he has to say about that. In relation to the Facebook bank data, people should also think about that banks search for data that Facebook has, and Facebook wants data that the banks have. Looks like a win-win. Yeah, just not for us. It's a lose-lose for us. It's a win-win-lose. The bank wins, Facebook wins, we lose. Google doesn't have a soul. Nope. Basically, if one is a citizen, they were born on a planet. What do I use? DuckDuckGo? I use StartPage. StartPage.com. DuckDuckGo is also not too bad. China will let Google operate for a time, and once they have their IP and servers, kick them out for a made-up reason. Probably. Check that out, because I'm currently in Ubuntu that already has those drivers, but I want to use Debian. Yep. Sound is still a weakness in Linux. I don't know. I don't generally have sound issues in Linux. Yeah, Start Page is awesome. What Start Page does is it gives you anonymized Google results. So it takes whatever your search engine is, it filters it through their system, scrubs out your IP address, and returns to you what Google would give you without the bias of Google and without logging any data. Use Advantix. Cats have 0 fleas, and it's cheap. I'm using Advantage right now, which seems to work. There's just every now and again. I'm trying to think, did I do them yesterday? I must have done them 2 days ago. I think I did them 2 days ago, so it might be time to give them just another light treatment again. Any pins on MX Linux, anybody? MX is very good, very light. Yeah, it's Debian based, but it has a lot of things that make it a lot easier for a newer user, and it runs XFCE. It says town and country, right, but country. I am apparently in Canada. Noah Video uses DuckDuckGo. Thoughts on FreeBSD over Linux? I don't think the FreeBSD support or really community is there. I run FreeBSD router. My router is pfSense, but I don't have a lot of experience with FreeBSD otherwise. Keyboard do I use? Currently, I'm using this cheap thing that came with one of my computers. Is this the Dell or the Lenovo? This is the one that came with the Lenovo computer. I really hate it because the function key is where the control key is on literally every other keyboard. But every single time I get a wireless Logitech keyboard, it just doesn't work with this computer. So I'm just using that one because I have a few of these spare ones laying around. So. Sound card is just dying. Nothing on the software side. There you go. Use DuckDuckGo and sometimes Start Page. All right. Pizza just use Arco Linux or Manjaro. An install guide on my YouTube channel. I thought Mint was having trouble with my Bluetooth headset, but the Bluetooth died on the computer, so that was the problem. Yep. I think you were right. Maybe about a Solus update. Whenever I test a new distro, I want to learn the package manager and the terminal. So that's how I update. Maybe that's why it was smooth. Yep. Use a $40 mechanical keyboard that is wired. Yeah, it's like the wired is more reliable, but I wish I didn't have to use the wired because man, I have like how many actual computers plugged into this desk setup right now? I have 2, 3, 4 computers, 3 monitors, and I have 2 extra laptops that are often set up. I need to minimize cables. My cable management is actually very good for as many computers and wires are here, but it is that's about it, really. Noah's going to try and installing Arch. All right, good luck. Mechanical keyboard as well. Try something different. I use Parrot Security OS. There you go. Okay, content producers say that Linux is good with one audio input, but several inputs causes issues. I would probably be inclined to agree with that, but it kind of depends on how you're setting things up. I don't generally try, like, if you're doing multiple audio inputs, you never want to run multiple audio inputs into one computer anyway. You don't want to do it anywhere. If you're doing multiple audio inputs, you really need a soundboard. That's going to screw up anywhere. Netrunner is good if you can stand KDE. I like KDE. Wired is always better than Bluetooth for sound quality. Yep. Yeah, that we're running no screen tears on KDE. All right. Well, I think we hit the bottom of the comments. We hit the bottom of everything else. So I think what we might do is we might go ahead and jump off here. Is Toss still streaming right now? Let's double check that. Okay. Looks like Toss is probably starting to stream in a few minutes here. So I think what we're going to do is I think I'm going to go ahead and jump off, and we can all go raid Total OS today's stream. There's the link for his stream. Let's we got to feed end this right. We got to feed the kitty. We cannot end a Switch to Linux live stream without feeding the kitty, because the kitty must be fed. The kitty must be fed. Whoa, welcome back, Toss. We're going to mute you for a moment. All right. Oh, boy.
Whoa, it's a cutie. Whoa, it's a cutie. And wow, it's a cutie.
Oh, hi, Dayfinger, looking good. All right, guys, we're going to go over and raid Total OS today. I'll send him a quick link over there as well. So we'll catch you guys later. Have yourself a good one. And I got to jump over to my other computer over here. Let me do that before I go off. I'm going to come over and find Toss's stream over here and go, STL streamers attack. Gonna do that. I just need to pause that. STL streamers attack. All right, guys, we'll catch you later. Have a good one. Oh, I forgot to do the paw. I forgot the paw. Oh, well. We'll catch you guys later. Have yourselves a good afternoon.